Welcome to Stamps Old World UK, the channel where we uncover the hidden stories and values behind the coins you might already have in your pocket or coin jar. Today, we're diving into a truly iconic piece of American coinage, the 1973 $quarter coin with the D mint mark. This coin, minted over 50 years ago, continues to attract collectors because of its history, design, and growing collectible value in today's market. So, if you've ever found a 1973 D quarter and wondered what it might be worth, stay tuned, because this video will take you through everything you need to know, from its design to its actual market value today in dollars. The 1973 $quarter is part of the Washington Quarter series, which has been one of the most recognized coins in the United States. The obverse side, or the front of the coin, features the profile of George Washington, the first president of the United States, designed by John Flanagan. His portrait is strong and dignified, with the word Liberty above his head and the motto, "In God We Trust," on the left side. The year 1973 is placed neatly below the neck. On the reverse side of the coin, you'll find the classic image of a bald eagle, wings spread proudly, perched on a bundle of arrows with olive branches underneath, symbolizing strength and peace. Around the top are the words United States of America, and at the bottom it reads $quarter. The D mint mark on this coin signifies that it was minted at the Denver Mint. In 1973, the Denver Mint produced millions of these coins, making them common for circulation, but not all of them have survived in good condition. Coins that were used daily and have scratches or wear are considered circulated, while those that have been carefully kept without much damage are considered uncirculated or in mint condition. The better the condition, the higher the coin's value can be among collectors. Now, let's talk about its composition. The 1973 D $quarter is made of a copper-nickel clad. That means it's made from layers of copper and nickel, unlike the older quarters made from silver before 1965. It weighs about 5.67 grams and has a diameter of 24.3 millimeters. Although this coin doesn't contain silver, its collectible and nostalgic value still keeps it desirable among coin enthusiasts, especially those looking to complete their Washington Quarter sets. When it comes to rarity, the 1973 D quarter isn't among the rarest quarters in U.S. history, but certain conditions and varieties can increase its worth. For example, if the coin has an error, like a double die, an off-center strike, or a filled mint mark, it could be worth more than the standard price range. Collectors are always on the lookout for coins with minting errors because these are much harder to find and often sell for premium prices at auctions. Now, the most important question: how much is the 1973 D quarter worth today? In average circulated condition, this coin usually sells for around $10,000 to $20,000. However, if your coin is in very good or excellent condition, meaning it still has clear details and minimal wear, it can sell for up to $40,000 or even $50,000. Uncirculated coins, especially those graded by professional grading companies like PCGS or NGC, can reach values between $60,000 and $70,000, depending on their luster, sharpness, and overall appearance. While that may not seem like a fortune, it's still an exciting return for a coin that was originally worth just 25 cents. However, for serious collectors, the value goes beyond money. The 1973 D quarter represents a piece of American history from the early 1970s, a time of economic change, new coin minting technology, and a shift in U.S. design culture. Holding a coin like this is like holding a small artifact from that era. Many collectors cherish these coins as part of a complete Washington Quarter collection that spans from 1932 to 1998. Making the 1973 D one of the key mid-series dates to own. If you have a 1973 D $quarter at home, take a moment to check its condition. Look closely at the edges, the shine, and the fine details on Washington's face and the eagle's feathers. If the details are still sharp and there's no major damage, it might be worth keeping safe or even getting professionally graded. Who knows, your coin could be worth more in the future as collector interest continues to grow. So, in summary, the 1973 D quarter dollar coin in good condition can be valued between $10,000 and $70,000 in today's coin market, depending on its condition and any special features it may have. While it may not make you a millionaire, it's still a fascinating and collectible piece of U.S. history that deserves a spot in every coin collection. Next up, the 1979 quarter dollar with the D mint mark. This coin, part of the long-running Washington Quarter series, might seem ordinary at first glance, but it carries a rich history and collectible appeal that still excites coin enthusiasts today. If you have a 1979 D quarter lying around, you might be surprised to learn how much it could be worth in today's market. So stay tuned as we explore its design, history, and current dollar value in detail. The 1979 quarter dollar belongs to the Washington Quarter series, which began back in 1932 to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington. The obverse side, or the front of the coin, features the familiar and respected portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. You'll notice the word Liberty inscribed above his head, with In God We Trust to his left, and the minting year 1979 displayed below. On the reverse side of the coin, the image of the bald eagle appears majestically, its wings spread wide while clutching a bundle of arrows, a symbol of strength and readiness, and an olive branch underneath representing peace. This design beautifully combines American patriotism and artistry, making it one of the most beloved coin designs in U.S. history. Now, the D mint mark, located just to the right of Washington's ponytail, indicates that this coin was struck at the Denver Mint. The Denver Mint produced hundreds of millions of these coins in 1979 for circulation across the United States, which means they are quite common in general use. However, coins that have survived in excellent or uncirculated condition are far less common, and that's where collectors' interest and value begin to rise. Let's talk a bit about the technical details of the 1979 D quarter. It is made from a copper-nickel clad composition, which means it's made up of layers of copper and nickel rather than the 90% silver composition used in older quarters before 1965. The coin weighs about 5.67 grams, has a reeded edge, and measures 24.3 millimeters in diameter. Although it doesn't contain any silver, its historical value and collectible charm make it an attractive piece for both new and experienced collectors. In terms of rarity, the 1979 D quarter isn't considered rare in general circulation, but certain conditions can make it valuable. Coins that have been preserved in high grades, meaning they have sharp details, no scratches, and full mint luster, are the ones that collectors seek. Also keep an eye out for minting errors such as off-center strikes, double dies, or die cracks, as these can make your coin much more valuable than a regular one. Now let's get to the part everyone's curious about, the coin's market value in today's world. In average circulated condition, the 1979 D quarter dollar is worth around $9,200 to $20,000. If the coin is in very good condition, with most of its details still visible and minimal wear, it might sell for around $13,000 to $33,000. In uncirculated or mint condition, where the coin still shines brightly and has no visible scratches, its value can reach around $36,700 to $67,100. These prices are based on the current coin market and collectors' demand, which tends to fluctuate slightly from year to year. Although this coin might not make you rich, its value lies in its connection to history and the artistry of American coinage. The 1979 D quarter represents an era of modern minting and everyday American life in the late 1970s, a time of cultural change, technological growth, and economic evolution. Holding this coin today is like holding a small piece of that past, one that continues to tell a story with every detail engraved in metal. If you have a 1979 D quarter at home, take a close look at it. Examine the details on Washington's face, the eagle's feathers, and the condition of the surface. The clearer and shinier your coin is, the more it could be worth to collectors. Coins that are uncirculated or graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC usually command the best prices in the market. To summarize, the 1979 quarter dollar with the D mint mark in good condition is valued between $9,000 and $22,000 today, depending on its grade and appearance. While it's not an extremely rare coin, it's still a valuable collectible piece and an important part of the Washington Quarter Series, one that every coin collector should have in their collection. Next up, the 1990 quarter dollar with the D mint mark. A coin that might look common, but holds an interesting place in American coin history. Whether you found this coin in your pocket change or inherited it from an old collection, you'll want to stay tuned, because in this video, we'll cover its design, history, mint details, and of course, its current market value in dollars today. The 1990 quarter dollar is part of the long-running Washington Quarter Series, which has been a mainstay of American currency since 1932. The obverse, or front, of the coin features a proud and dignified profile of George Washington, the first president of the United States. Designed by John Flanagan, this portrait has been used on quarters for decades, symbolizing leadership and national pride. Around Washington's portrait, you'll see the word Liberty at the top, the national motto, "In God We Trust," to the left, and the year, 1990, at the bottom. On the reverse side, you'll find the majestic American bald eagle with its wings spread wide, clutching a bundle of arrows, a symbol of strength and defense, resting on olive branches, which represent peace. Surrounding this image are the inscriptions United States of America and E Pluribus Unum, with quarter dollar written at the bottom. Now, the D mint mark found to the right of Washington's ponytail indicates that this coin was minted at the Denver Mint in Colorado. The Denver Mint produced hundreds of millions of 1990 quarters, so this coin is not considered rare in terms of mintage numbers. However, its condition plays a huge role in determining its value. Most coins that were circulated show signs of wear, scratches, dull surfaces, or faded details, but uncirculated or well-preserved examples can still attract collectors who are building complete Washington quarter sets. Let's look at the technical side of the 1990 D quarter. Like most modern quarters minted after 1965, it's made of a copper-nickel clad composition. That means the outer layers are 75% copper and 25% nickel, bonded to a pure copper core. The coin weighs 5.67 grams and has a diameter of 24.3 millimeters. While it doesn't contain any silver, it still holds collectible interest because of its design and the enduring popularity of the Washington Quarter Series. When it comes to value, the 1990 D quarter's worth mainly depends on its condition. In circulated condition, meaning the coin has been used in everyday transactions, its value is typically around $10,000 to $20,000. However, if your coin is in better shape, with minimal wear and clear details, it could be worth around $30,000 to $40,000. Uncirculated examples, especially those that have never been used and still retain their original mint luster, can fetch between $50,000 and $70,000. Coins graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC with high grades such as MS65 or MS66 can even sell for a bit more to dedicated collectors. It's also worth mentioning that mint errors can make certain 1990 D quarters much more valuable. Errors like double dies, off-center strikes, or planchet defects are rare but can dramatically increase a coin's value. Some error quarters have sold for hundreds of dollars depending on the type and visibility of the mistake. So, if you happen to have a 1990 D quarter, take a close look at both sides under good lighting. You might discover something unique that others have missed. Historically, the 1990 D quarter represents the late 20th century era of U.S. coin production, right before major design changes began to take place in the 1990s. It's one of the last years featuring the traditional eagle reverse design before the introduction of the 50-state quarters program in 1999, which completely transformed American quarters and made them highly collectible again. That makes the 1990 D coin a final chapter in the long legacy of the classic Washington quarter design, a piece of numismatic history worth keeping. So,
To summarize, the 1990 quarter dollar with the D mint mark in good condition can be worth between $10,000 and $40,000 in today's market. While it might not be a rare or highly valuable coin, it remains a significant collectible piece because of its place in U.S. coin history and its connection to the pre-state quarter era. Every collector who values American coinage should have one of these in their collection. It's a small but meaningful piece of history. Thank you for watching this detailed look at the 1990 D quarter dollar. If you enjoyed learning about this coin, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Stamps Old World UK, and tap the notification bell so you never miss an update about rare and valuable coins from around the world. Every coin has a story to tell, and here at Stamps Old World UK, we help you uncover its true worth.